Imagine living a life where every day feels like a breath of fresh air, free from the invisible chains that hold us back. This is the essence of a liberated life, a state of existence where freedom isn't just a concept, but a lived reality. But what stands between us and this profound sense of liberation? The answer lies in our attachments. These attachments, whether they're to material possessions, people, or even our own thoughts and emotions, act as anchors, keeping us tethered to the very things that prevent us from soaring. In this journey we're about to take together, we'll explore how these attachments form, their impact on our lives, and, most importantly, how we can overcome them to discover a life of true freedom. It's not just about letting go of what we have, but understanding why we hold on in the first place. So, let's dive into this adventure, not just to learn, but to transform and see how life can be when we're truly free. In the vast canvas of life, there's a mysterious interplay between emptiness and fullness, a dance that might seem counterintuitive at first glance. This paradox, as bewildering as it might appear, holds the secret to a life brimming with depth and meaning. Picture emptiness, not as a void, but as space, a canvas waiting to be filled with the vibrant colors of experience, unfettered by the clutter of our attachments and desires. It's in this spaciousness that we discover the capacity for fullness, a kind of richness that material possessions or external achievements can never provide. Detaching from our desires doesn't mean renouncing joy or pleasure. Instead, it invites us to experience life more fully, with an intensity and authenticity that's often lost in the chase for the next big thing. When we let go of the incessant need to hold on, to possess, and to control, we open ourselves up to the flow of life. It's here, in the ebb and flow of existence, that we find a sense of fulfillment that is both profound and lasting. This journey towards understanding and living, this paradox, is not about losing ourselves, but discovering the boundless nature of our true essence, leading to a life that is not just lived, but felt deeply and wholly. In the tapestry of human experience, attachments thread through our lives, weaving patterns of joy, sorrow, and longing. These attachments, whether to physical objects, people, or outcomes, shape the contours of our existence, molding our perceptions and experiences. At their core, attachments are born from a deep-seated yearning for security and belonging, a quest for solidity in a world that is inherently transient. Material attachments, the tangible anchors we cling to, promise a sense of permanence in the impermanent. The home we live in, the car we drive, and even the clothes we wear can become extensions of our identity, symbols of our status and achievements. Yet, this external pursuit can often lead us away from the internal richness that truly defines us. Emotional attachments, on the other hand, are the invisible bonds that tether our hearts to others, to dreams, and even to the ideas of who we are or who we should be. These attachments, while nurturing and providing a sense of connection, can also confine us, limiting our growth and ability to experience life freely. The formation of attachments is a natural human inclination, a response to the innate desire for comfort and certainty in an uncertain world. From the moment of birth, we seek connection and safety, first in the arms of our caregivers, and later in the myriad relationships and pursuits that fill our lives. Yet, it is in the very nature of life to change, to ebb and flow like the tides. The more tightly we cling to these anchors of attachment, the more we resist the natural currents of existence, often leading to suffering when the sands shift beneath our feet. The impact of these attachments on our lives is profound. They can dictate our choices, color our emotions, and even shape our paths. While they can bring moments of happiness and fulfillment, they also leave us vulnerable to disappointment and loss, as nothing external can be permanently held. Our spiritual journey, too, is deeply influenced by our attachments. In many wisdom traditions, the path to enlightenment is often described as a process of letting go and releasing these very attachments that bind us to the cyclical nature of suffering. The journey to overcoming attachments begins with awareness. It's about gently awakening to the presence of these tethers in our lives, recognizing them not as faults, but as signposts on the path to deeper understanding and freedom. Mindfulness emerges as a powerful tool in this journey, a practice of present moment awareness that teaches us to observe our thoughts, feelings, and reactions without judgment. Through mindfulness, we learn to see our attachments for what they truly are: temporary and changing. This practice encourages us to meet our experiences with openness and curiosity, allowing us to witness the rise and fall of our desires and aversions. It invites us to see the space between our true selves and the layers of attachment that we've constructed around us. As we cultivate mindfulness, we begin to discern the difference between the needs of the ego and the essence of our being. We learn that letting go is not a loss, but an opening, a way to access a deeper sense of peace and contentment that lies beyond the grasp of attachment. With each moment of mindfulness, we take a step towards freedom, towards an understanding that our true nature is not defined by what we hold on to, but by what we are willing to release. This realization is both liberating and empowering, revealing that the fullness of life is not in accumulation, but in the richness of experience, lived fully and freely. As we continue on this path, we discover that overcoming attachments is not a destination, but a journey, one that unfolds with each mindful step. It's a process of coming home to ourselves, to the vastness of our own being. That needs no external validation to be complete. In this journey, mindfulness is our compass, guiding us through the complexities of our attachments with compassion and wisdom. It illuminates the path to a life lived with open hands and an open heart, where freedom and fulfillment are not pursued, but simply are. Detaching from our attachments is akin to starting on a voyage across uncharted waters, requiring both courage and a compass of awareness. Here are some practical steps and techniques designed to guide you through this transformative journey, nurturing a spirit of non-attachment with every mindful step. 1. Acknowledge and accept. Begin by acknowledging your attachments without judgment. Acceptance is the first step towards transformation. Recognize that these attachments have served a purpose in your life, perhaps offering comfort, security, or identity. But now it's time to gently let them go. 2. Mindful observation. Practice observing your thoughts and emotions related to attachments as an outsider. When you notice yourself getting caught up in desire or longing, pause, take a deep breath, and simply observe. This space between you and your reaction is where freedom lies. 3. Journaling for clarity. Keep a journal to reflect on your attachments. Write about what you're attached to and why. Understanding the root of your attachments illuminates the path to detaching from them. 4. Gratitude practice. Cultivate a daily practice of gratitude. By focusing on what you are thankful for, you shift your attention from lack and longing to abundance and appreciation, naturally loosening the grip of attachment. 5. Meditation on impermanence. Engage in meditation, focusing on the impermanence of all things. This can be as simple as reflecting on the transient nature of experiences, feelings, and even life itself, which fosters a deeper acceptance of change and eases the process of letting go. 6. Simplify your life. Take practical steps to simplify your surroundings. Decluttering your physical space can be a powerful metaphor for and a practical step towards decluttering your mind and spirit. 7. Practice generosity. Acts of giving, whether material, emotional, or spiritual, cultivate a sense of abundance and joy that is antithetical to attachment. The act of giving without expecting anything in return reinforces the understanding that true happiness comes from within. 8. Engage in digital detoxes. Regularly set aside time to disconnect from digital devices and social media. This practice helps reduce attachment to constant stimulation and create space for a deeper connection with oneself and the world. 9. Nature immersion. Spend time in nature to connect with the larger world beyond your desires and attachments. The natural world, with its cycles and seasons, teaches us about the beauty of letting go and the renewal that follows. 10. Conscious consumption. Become mindful of your consumption habits. Before acquiring something new, ask yourself if it's truly needed or if it's merely fulfilling a temporary desire. This awareness reduces material attachments and promotes a more sustainable lifestyle. 11. Physical exercise. Regular physical activity, be it yoga, walking, or any form of exercise, helps release pent-up energy and emotions, making it easier to let go of mental and emotional attachments. 12. Seek support. Sometimes, sharing your journey with friends, family, or a support group can provide encouragement and insights. Knowing you're not alone can make the process of detaching feel more achievable. 13. Accept the journey. Finally, remember that detaching from attachments is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process of growth and discovery. Celebrate your progress no matter how small, and be gentle with yourself through the ups and downs. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you go on a transformative journey toward a more peaceful and liberated existence. Each step forward is a step towards accepting life with openness, resilience, and joy. The road to overcoming attachments is often met with a mix of hope and skepticism. Many wonder, is it truly possible to free ourselves from the deep-seated bonds that have defined us for so long? The simplicity of the question belies the complexity of the journey. Yes, the path is challenging, woven with the threads of our habits, fears, and deepest desires. Yet it's been traversed successfully by many who dared to journey through their inner landscapes. Consider the story of Alex, who found himself ensnared in the world of material success. His identity was so intertwined with his possessions and achievements that the thought of losing them filled him with dread. Yet, a personal crisis forced him to reevaluate his life, leading him on a path of mindfulness and simplicity. Through consistent practice and reflection, Alex gradually learned to find fulfillment, not in what he owned, but in the connections he made and the moments he lived. His journey was not easy, but his persistence transformed his life in ways he never imagined possible. Then there's Maya, whose emotional attachments to past relationships clouded her present and obstructed her future. It took countless moments of introspection and the courage to face her deepest fears, but through mindfulness and therapy, she began to peel away the layers of her attachments. Each step forward was a step out of her comfort zone, challenging yet immensely rewarding. Maya discovered a strength and serenity within herself that she had never known, proving that even the most profound emotional attachments can be overcome. These stories, among many others, serve as beacons of hope and evidence of the human spirit's resilience. They remind us that while the process of detaching from our deep-seated attachments is indeed challenging, it is far from impossible. It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to confront ourselves honestly and compassionately. The skepticism many of us feel stems from the fear of the unknown and the comfort of the familiar, even when it no longer serves us. But as the tales of countless individuals attest, the journey toward overcoming attachments and rediscovering our true selves is one of the most rewarding adventures we can go on. It's a path marked by moments of both struggle and sublime clarity, where each step forward is a testament to the strength of the human will. And with each attachment we shed, we find ourselves lighter, freer, and more in tune with the essence of who we are. The key lies in taking that first step and then the next, fueled by the belief that transformation is within our grasp, one mindful practice at a time. Imagine waking up each day feeling light, unburdened by the chains of past regrets or future anxieties. This is the dawn of a liberated life, where the air seems fresher and the sky a shade brighter. For someone who has navigated the journey of detaching from attachments, each day unfolds with a sense of peace and presence that once seemed like a distant dream. In the heart of such a person, there's a tranquility that echoes through their thoughts and actions. They move through their day with a grace that comes from an inner assurance, untouched by the hustle of external demands. Their interactions are marked by a depth of connection, for they listen deeply and are not cluttered by the noise of personal judgments or preconceived notions. This individual finds joy in the simplest of moments: a shared laugh, a quiet walk, a meal prepared with care. They have discovered the art of finding abundance in the present, appreciating the richness that life offers here and now. Their happiness is no longer hinged on the next achievement, acquisition, or accolade. Instead, it flows from a well of contentment within, a well that is endlessly replenished by the act of living fully in each moment. Freedom for them is not just a concept, but a lived experience. It's the freedom to choose their response to life's challenges, the freedom to be themselves without the masks that society often demands we wear. This freedom has opened the doors to creativity and expression in ways they never anticipated, fueling a life of purpose and passion. Living a liberated life also means accepting change with open arms, knowing that life's only constant is change itself. This person greets each twist and turn of their journey with curiosity and resilience, viewing challenges as opportunities to grow and learn. Fulfillment comes not from external validation, but from alignment with their values and purpose. Their decisions are guided by a compass of integrity, leading to a life that feels authentic. The peace that envelopes them is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of a steadfast inner calm amidst life's storms. The path to living a liberated life is unique for each individual, yet those who walk it share a common trait, a deep sense of gratitude for the journey itself. They understand that liberation is not a destination to reach, but a way of being, a continuous unfolding of the human spirit. In a world that often equates success with accumulation, they stand as a testament to the profound beauty and fulfillment that come from letting go. Their lives, rich in experiences and connections, remind us of all of the infinite possibilities that await when we dare to release our attachments and truly live liberated. In the rhythm of daily life, with its highs and lows, maintaining a state of liberation amidst challenges is akin to standing firm in the eye of the storm, centered, calm, and composed. The secret to this unwavering stance lies in the art of non-attachment, a practice that, when woven into the fabric of our everyday lives, can transform our experiences from the inside out. First, grounding yourself in the present moment serves as a powerful anchor. When the winds of stress or the waves of difficulty arise, bring your attention back to the here and now. This can be as simple as focusing on your breath, the sensations in your body, or the details in your immediate environment. Such mindfulness practices remind us that we are not our thoughts or emotions. We are the awareness behind them, capable of observing without being swept away. Second, cultivate resilience through daily meditation. Carving out time each day to sit in silence and observe your inner landscape builds a foundation of inner strength. This practice helps you recognize the transient nature of thoughts and emotions, reinforcing the principle of non-attachment by experiencing it firsthand. Third, practice gratitude. Even in the face of challenges, there are always glimmers of beauty and moments of joy to be found. By focusing on these, you shift your perspective from what is lacking or difficult to what is abundant and positive, thereby loosening the grip of negative attachments. Fourth, engage in self-reflection regularly. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to that no longer serves me? This could be expectations, outdated beliefs, or even relationships that drain rather than nourish your spirit. Identifying these allows you to consciously release them, making space for new growth and experiences. Fifth, accept change as an inevitable and enriching part of life. Viewing change not as a threat, but as an opportunity for development, fosters adaptability and eases the fear of the unknown. This mindset is key to living freely, without the constraints of attachment to the way things should be. Sixth, integrate acts of kindness into your daily routine. Service to others not only brings joy and fulfillment, but also reinforces the understanding that true happiness is found in connection and contribution, not in possessions or status. Seventh, remember that setbacks are part of the journey. When you find yourself caught in old patterns of attachment, approach yourself with compassion rather than criticism. Recognizing these moments as opportunities for growth and learning enables you to move forward with grace. Eighth, seek inspiration and support from those who embody the principles of non-attachment. Whether through books, talks, or personal relationships, connecting with the wisdom of others can provide guidance and encouragement on your path. Maintaining liberation amid daily challenges is not a passive state, but an active practice. It demands our attention, intention, and most importantly, our compassion. Through mindful living, regular reflection, and a heart open to change. We can navigate life's ebbs and flows with a sense of peace and freedom, anchored not in the external, but in the depth of our own being. In the quest for inner peace and liberation, the path we choose is as unique as our own fingerprint. While traditional mindfulness and meditation practices have long been revered as tools for achieving a state of detachment and peace, the journey to overcoming attachments introduces a nuanced yet profoundly transformative approach. This distinction lies not in opposition, but in the depth and breadth of exploration into the essence of our being. Traditional mindfulness and meditation practices guide us toward a state of awareness and presence, inviting us to observe our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment. This foundational principle is a powerful conduit to inner peace, teaching us to witness the ebb and flow of our inner world with equanimity. The practice of sitting in silence, focusing on the breath, and gently bringing the mind back when it wanders, cultivates a discipline of mind that is both grounding and enlightening. On the other hand, the journey to overcoming attachments delves deeper into the fabric of our attachments, asking us not only to observe, but to understand and untangle the threads that bind us. It's an approach that encompasses mindfulness and meditation, but extends beyond, into the realm of active engagement with our attachments. This method doesn't just ask us to be aware of our attachments, it invites us into an intimate dance with them, to know their contours, their weight, and ultimately, how to let them go with intention. What sets this approach apart is its emphasis on the dynamic interplay between awareness and action. It recognizes that while mindfulness soothes the surface of our minds, engaging directly with our attachments transforms the landscape of our hearts. This process involves an active questioning and deconstruction of the beliefs and values that underpin our attachments, offering a route not just to peace, but to profound personal growth and freedom. Furthermore, this unique approach incorporates a broader spectrum of practices and philosophies, drawing from various wisdom traditions, modern psychology, and personal development principles. It's a holistic method that recognizes the multifaceted nature of human beings, our rational minds, our emotive hearts, and our seeking spirits. Another distinctive benefit of this path is its adaptability to the complexities of modern life. In a world where change is constant and distractions are many, this approach offers practical tools and insights for integrating the principles of non-attachment into our daily lives. It provides a framework not just for moments of quiet reflection, but for the throes of everyday challenges, making it uniquely suited to the demands of contemporary living. The journey to overcoming attachments, enriched by mindfulness and meditation, invites us to a deeper exploration of what it means to live freely. It challenges us to look beyond the calm surface, achieved through traditional practices, and to dive into the depths where our true selves reside, unencumbered by the attachments that once defined us. In this profound exploration, we discover not just peace, but a vibrant, unbounded joy that comes from living in true alignment with our deepest selves. As we reach the end of our exploration into the art of living a liberated life, we've journeyed through the intricacies of understanding and overcoming attachments, delved into practical steps for detaching, and accepted the challenges and changes that come with this transformative path. We've compared this approach to traditional mindfulness and meditation practices, highlighting the unique and holistic nature of actively engaging with our attachments. The journey we've outlined is not just about letting go of what weighs us down, but about discovering the freedom and fulfillment that come from such liberation. It's about finding peace in the present, cultivating resilience against life's ebbs and flows, and adopting change with open arms. This path, while it may seem daunting, promises a life of depth, connection, and, most importantly, true joy. I encourage you to take the first step on this journey toward overcoming attachments. Remember, it's not about achieving perfection, but about making progress, one mindful moment at a time. The benefits of living a liberated life are profound and reach far beyond the immediate sense of peace. They extend into every aspect of your being, enhancing your relationships, your work, and your sense of self. So as you move forward, carry with you the insights and practices shared here. Allow them to be your guide as you navigate the complexities of life, knowing that each step forward is a step towards a more authentic, free, and joyful existence. If you found value in this exploration and feel inspired to go on your own journey of liberation, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support not only motivates us to create more content like this, but also joins you in a community of like-minded individuals, all on their own paths to freedom and fulfillment. Together, let's explore the boundless potential of the human spirit, unearthing joy and peace in the process. Thank you for joining me on this journey.